are you getting tired of playing just the same old D chord all the time? How about if I show you 21 ways of playing a D chord? Believe it or not, a simple D chord can span all over the neck with all different voicings, and each one sounds different. And so I think this is going to get your creative juices flowing, and you're going to be really surprised at the different sounds a simple D chord can make. Before we get going, if you like this, be sure to hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you could hit the notification button, you'll get a notification every time we put out a new video. So please also leave a comment. Love to hear what you have to say. When we talk about learning our inversions on our guitar, there's 4 things to consider. The very first is the makeup of the chord. And that is called quantity, whether it is voiced root 3-5, let's say on a major chord, 3-5 root, 5 root 3, and the spread. Now, the quantity of an inversion is the way it sounds, because a D chord, or any other chord for that matter, is going to sound completely different with the inversions that you play. Thirdly is string groups that you're using. So simply call that string grouping. And the way that guitar can be laid out in far as string groups is many different ways. The most common are, let's say, these 3 strings right here, 3, 2, 1. So I would just call that group 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4. Or we could spread it. So then we would get something like 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, something like that. Okay, 6, 4, 3. I could even spread it 6, 4, 2, 5, 3, 1. Those are all different string groupings for a triad. Now, the other concern, of course, is the fingering, because some inversions are hard to finger. Now, let me show you how to systematically go through to find your inversions. Now, I don't want to start with the easiest D chord because people will shut off the video. So let's start with a new and totally different idea. Let's start with a different string grouping. Now, let's go up here and why don't we're going to take a D chord. What is the makeup of a D chord? Root 3, 5. So in the key of D, it's D, F sharp, A. Okay. Now, when a chord is inverted with a different inversion, there's first inversion, second inversion. We're not going to concern ourselves really with that. What I want to just talk about is just how you can take one simple chord, a D chord, and how you can get so many different sounds. So let's start with this. Let's take a look and let's look at the guitar and let's do this. You see, here's a D chord, right? Now, we all know that chord, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this note and I'm going to put it in the bass. So I've got a F sharp here, an A here, and a D. So this is an inversion using a string group 6, 4, and 2. Fingerings 3, 2, 3, and 4. The quantity of the chord is 3, 5, root, F sharp, A, D. Now, if I play those 3 notes, now that chord sounds really different than this, doesn't it? Okay. Now, I could, if I wanted to, include the open D string. So now my string group would be 6, 4, 3, 2. And I get this. So when I'm going to try to find my inversions, the easy way to do it is like this. If I have an F sharp down here, the next higher note in a D chord would be the A, right? We got D, F sharp, A. So after the F sharp comes A. So I'm going to move my F sharp to an A. Okay. Now, I also, down here, I had an open D, didn't I? Open D. Now the D is going to move to an F sharp. That's the next higher note. So it'd be this. Now the A is going to move to the next higher note, which is D. Okay? So now I've got this. Now the D is going to move to an F sharp. So now I have this. Okay? You hear how that works? So here's there's one of D chord, here's a second D chord. Now let's go and continue that. We're not going to go through this whole process with all of them. But now the A is going to move to a D. This F sharp is going to move to A. The D is going to move to F sharp. Okay, now the A, that would be an A up there. So I've got this. Now, that's pretty much really hard to play, isn't it? So we're going to reduce it, and we're going to take it into something that looks like this, which means we're going to leave off the top string. Okay, so we're going to just have this. And if we follow that back down and leave off the top string, so we're just using string group 6, 4, 3, and then we have this. Without the little finger. And if I wanted to continue up here, I would have this back here again. Now, don't each one of these sound different? But it still is a D chord. Isn't that a trip? Okay, so that's how inversions work. Now let's go through some various things, and I'm not going to go through the whole process of what we just did, but I'm just going to play them all for you. Okay, let's take the simplest one. Here's my D chord, right? 3 note, when I'm going to use string group 3, 2, 1. So I've got this string. Here's it. Now let's take this string group. Okay, now let's take this string group. Okay, now let's take this string group. Okay, so we just went through and we did 3 inversions on 1, 2, 3, 4 different string groups. So 4 times 3 is 12. There's 12 inversions. Now, since we're using 3 adjacent strings, we're going to call those closed inversions. It's not the most truthful statement when it comes to piano voicing, but for guitar, we're going to call it closed inversions because I'm not skipping a string. Now, if I was to add a string, maybe add, let's do it like this. How about we take a D here, and an A here, and an F sharp here. So I've got these three strings. I've got the 5th, 4th, and 2nd. That's my string group. Okay, let's see what that brings us. This moves to A there. And then we went up to here. Ooh, that's a toughie. My hands can't really do that well, but hear how that sounds. Isn't that interesting? I'm sure it is. Okay. Now let's take 6. So there was another 3. Here is so we did these 2 strings. Let's do 6, 4, and 3. 6. Oh, yeah, we already did that, didn't we? Let's do 5, 1. Let's do 5. Let's do string groups 5 with a D, then 3 with the A. So we're skipping a string there and skipping one there. Okay, there's a D chord. Now let's go 6, 4, 2. All right, let's take larger inversions, 4-note inversions. Here is a D chord, right, like this. Right? Let's go backwards. Here's an A, here's an F sharp. Sorry, I'm a little out of tune. And then, of course, we had this one here. Now let's do something off the wall. Let's go 6, 5, 1. Whoop. Let's see, where would that be? Oh, yeah. Tricky. Okay, I'm going to play some of them in succession. So I'm going to start with these guys here. And then this right here. Okay, and then how about this here? Which we all know those. So learn those and start experimenting with other chords besides just a D chord. Let me illustrate something. Here is a D chord. Now, to get this to be a G chord, the D can stay the same. The A has to move up to a B, and the F sharp has to move up to a G. So now I have this. cool sound. Now let's go to this inversion that we had over here. So here's the D, it'll stay the same. F sharp will move to a G, and this will move to a B. So now I have. Let's go on down to this guy. And then we've got. So as you start moving to different chords, it's gonna just open the window on all the different inversions that you can do and how they sound so pretty when you start just adding the simple chords 1, 4, and 5. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you later. Hi, Rich here again. I just wanted to say thanks for checking out my videos. If you like it, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And sign up for those notifications so you can see all the cool guitar videos we put out each week. If you want more lessons right now, I have hundreds of them at guitarcollegelibrary.com. Check out our low-price monthly streaming memberships. And if you want to learn jazz, check out my course, Jazz Guitar Improv. I take beginner jazz players and get them playing awesome solos on the fly. You'll see the link for the JGI course in the description below. Hey, thanks again for watching my channel. We'll see you again real soon with a new video.